we're actually going to an e-com coffee hang.
We haven't really talked about it much, but we've been like behind the scenes really pushing that.
All right, sold, locked it in.
It's pretty cool when you get recognized or your company gets recognized from the e-commerce space. It means that Greg and I are doing something right, and we're actually going to an e-com coffee hang in Leucadia, as they're calling it. It's very chill, it's like a kickback. But we're chatting about e-commerce and how to maximize your website and your company, and it's just a bunch of business owners from San Diego. Unfortunately, we're meeting right here in Leucadia, and we're just gonna, chat and network. It's kind of what it's all about. There's a dude here, Nathan, who runs a marketing management company called AO2, and he's the one who looped all of us together. I don't know, some really good people and some good conversations and good coffee. Wes. Hey, Wes. Nice to meet you. Wes, nice to meet you guys.
So, had just broke the news to Wes that we're gonna have to break up this order for spring 25. He was super stoked about it, but right now I'm working on figuring out like how to make an actual collection of this, because we're gonna have to choose some of the colors of this total bulk order that are launched in spring, and then ones that are launched in summer and fall. For spring, like we know that we want that to be a representation of something like bright and exciting, and so I'm always working to try and pair those up with what's gonna represent that. For example, we love this royal blue color. I think it's nice and bright, and that feels like a surefire win to get the season started in spring. Obviously black, it's our best selling color. Always a good time to roll that out. So we're just looking at some of these other ones and how we could pair that, how that might work, in the summer versus fall. We don't want it to be like too dark. Like this pairing, for example, it's awesome. It's probably my favorite, but is that too dark for summer? It might be, so then we kind of got to mix and match.
Let's get this going.
So, we need to really start thinking about next year.
Yeah, we kind of walk through this each year. New year, we know from an inventory and product standpoint, like what we're doing. Mm-hmm. I think this has got to be like business focused, obviously. First thing that comes to my mind is like sales oriented goals. We've been consistently like between 1.5 and 2x each year, year over year. And I feel like that for us, like matching that organic growth is, we haven't been able to fully see our potential because we've always sold out of product. So I'd say like just put 1.5x growth and let's see what we can do with the amount of inventory we have coming.
It's tough to, keep growing year over year, especially in like year, what are we calling it, 6 or 7?
6.
To keep growing at that speed. So, it's a good thing.
It is.
Okay. I think another one that, at least I know for both of us is a really huge priority is retail.
Yeah.
Because we've kind of like held that off for a while because our product has sold itself for so long. Mm-hmm. But getting in retail, it seems like it just could maybe be a game changer for like reaching new audiences and everything beyond the online marketing. So, and we've obviously had pretty big discussions with,
yeah.
And so locking us in for across, I think they suggested like 8 stores.
8 stores.
Would be massive.
Yeah, I think
that'd be awesome if we can get that in next year.
That would put us in a new kind of territory. I think what's funny is like surf used to be getting as many doors as possible. As many stores, as many doors. And then that changed with e-commerce. Mm-hmm. We've always been e-commerce. Might as well max out your margin online. Might as well take advantage of selling out as much as possible online. And then now we can scale more with like getting more eyeballs, like you're saying, with like wholesale. But it's got to be the right wholesale partners. So we have San Diego, we have Hanson's, and I think are like 3 huge surf and like water sport oriented people.
Yep.
I think another one for me, going back to CFO style finance numbers, is like maximizing margin. I feel like we have done a good job now of tailoring our shipping to be more appropriate to like what we need it to be
Yeah.
with like the modern day. So I feel like, I don't know if there's a specific number, but I just feel like increasing margin by, let's just give it like a couple percentage points. I feel like that would be huge for the brand itself. Like that could generate thousands of dollars just by like increasing your margin by like 2%.
Yeah. Let's say 2 to 5%.
Yeah.
So sales, retail, margin. Obviously, also with margin, we have our new CFO. He's really helping us like work through those exercises of decreasing our operating spend. That probably goes hand in hand with
Goes
margin.
hand in hand. Just that's like a subcategory.
Yeah.
Another huge one for us, and this is like, we don't know what this is, when this is coming, but we've been working clearly on women's stuff. So from a product standpoint, we have Drifties like dialed. Maybe it's just enhancing trims, you know, getting better drawstrings, whatever. But like women's, we've been testing with my wife's friends, other water women, like people out there, and they want this. So like women's tops, women's bottoms, which we already have samples for, like getting that dialed and figuring out like the product roadmap for that.
I know we haven't really talked about it much, but we've been like behind the scenes really pushing that.
I want to see what we can do in 2025 with women's, but I don't want to put that as like a, hey, we have to launch on this date.
For sure.
And I have one more. I don't know if
do
you
it.
have any more.
Do we have more room on the board?
There's always more
Little
room
more
on the
room?
whiteboard. There's always more room on
All
the
right.
whiteboard.
What are you thinking?
I want 25 athletes. That's a huge number, but I think we are talking with a couple people who can help us get there. We're looking to hire some people who are going to be able to manage our athletes. But we have like 8 to 10 right now, and I feel like to get to 25, it's a big number, but you know, it wouldn't be a goal if it wasn't a...
Dude, I think it's achievable. I mean, the biggest difficulty, it won't be like actually getting them on board. It'll just be about like athlete management, you know?
For sure.
It falls on you, and I think that's like always been a little bit of a difficulty, but you know, we've been talking to people, and I think if we can have someone handle that part of it all, there's no reason we can't hit that number. Cool. Well, I'm liking the board. Looks good. 2025 goals. I think it's the year, man.
I do too. It's a big year. Big year
Let's go.
for us.
Thanks, y'all. So let's finalize this.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
I do think olive green in spring would be good.
I agree.
Because it will be well received by stores, like we just said.
Spring, grass, green, Torrey Pines, yeah, okay.
And then one of the blues, basically. Then we have the maroon,
Yeah.
the other blue, and that's it for summer.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
So I
So
think,
push out 3
so
in the
what
spring.
goes best with maroon then? I think maroon and the royal could work well as a summer duo. It's not the best pairing from a color perspective, but I think that like works because you want to do the royal for the summer.
And it's different enough, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like a little bit of flavor for everyone.
So I think, okay, so black, like mariner blue or icy blue, whatever we're calling that, and then green for the spring, and then royal and maroon for the summer.
That's perfect. I think we are giving everyone like a little bit of taste of all of it there.
Yeah.
So it's a good separation. All right.
All right, lock it in.
Sold?
Locked
Locked it in.
All right, sick. Easy. That's how you do business right there. That's how you operate. No, that's not.
Don't put that one in.
Yeah.